I have just walked away from a 30-year career. No salary, no safety nets. Just a family vineyard in one of the most unpredictable wine-growing climates in the world. This might be the best decision I've ever made. Or the worst. Welcome to Tamar Valley Vineyard Diaries. My name is Marcus Williams, and in February 2026, I made the biggest decision of my life. After more than 30 years in my career, including 2 decades at the UK's largest public aquarium, where I became curator, worked with a team of outstanding biologists, and also met my amazing wife, I walked away from the security of it all. Because for the past 10 years, my family has been building something special here. A small vineyard in the Tamar Valley, where Cornwall meets Devon. Now I'm taking a gamble, trying to turn it into a thriving vineyard in the unpredictable English climate. This channel follows that journey. The seasons, the setbacks, the wildlife, the hard work, and the dream of making great wine from this remarkable corner of the countryside. Welcome to Tamar Valley Vineyard Diaries. Welcome to another week at Tamar Valley Vineyard. I'm going to get in the vines this morning. I'm going to finish this bloody tucking in. At least that's the plan. I've got half the vineyard to do. I reckon I could do that in a day. So I'm going to crack on. However, before I do that, I need to do a little bit of PR marketing because last week we found out that we had won a silver medal for our 2025 Madeleine Angevine in the Independent English Wine Awards. And we also won a bronze for our red shank, our red rondo. So pretty happy with that. We've entered a few competitions over the last few years, regularly come back with bronzes. So to win a silver is, really happy because I put a lot of thought into that white wine and glad that it's paid dividends. And again, with the red, it's the first time I've done a red or purposefully made a red. So to come out with a bronze for that, really happy. So I need to try and do something innovative for a little Instagram, Facebook post, and I've got an idea with the drone. Not sure if it's going to work though, but we'll give it a go, and then we'll do some proper work. Lovely view of the van in the background. Let's move. Proper job. Very close to flowering now. So the weather is starting to pick up a little bit. It's the end of this week. It's going to be quite warm and dry, so flowering can coincide with then. That'll be perfect, because that's the weather we need. More importantly though, I'm now again a fully paid up member of the floppy hat brigade. I've missed my floppy hat. With this change in weather though, this mixture of heat and sun, I'm a bit worried about mildew. I think we're going to be due a spray in the middle of this week. So at the moment there isn't really a weather window for it, so I'm going to cross our fingers and hope that we can get in soon. Well, as usual, I was quite deluded with how much I was going to get done today, so I had half the vineyard left to do. I think I did about a quarter though, so yeah, back in tomorrow morning, get it finished. I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon to go and do a little bit of shopping. Even though we've got no money, we need to go and spend some, but we'll see how that goes. Little pheasant just hiding in the grass. Run, pheasant! Anyway, weather's nice. I think if it stays like this for the next few days, we're going to see flowering. Typical Devon start to the day. It's been raining this morning and now it's beautiful sunshine. Yeah, carrying on with tucking in. Got 13 rows to do, so I'm hoping that I'll get that finished today. We'll see. Just looking at the vines though. Not in flowering yet, which is good considering the rain. I want it nice and dry. It's going to be clearing up at the end of the week. And oh no, I thought I saw a flower then. Nope. But yeah, this heat and this rain, it's prime mildew weather. So really, I mean, I haven't sprayed for about 3 weeks, so I really should do a spray. And the only problem is it's getting the weather window, so I need it to be not windy and I need it to be dry. And I don't know when that's going to happen. There's a chance tomorrow I might be able to squeeze it in. I might have to just be reactive and just see how the weather does and then just drop everything and do it. this afternoon, plans to meet up with the parents in Tavistock, and we're going to go and have a look at a ride-on mower. It's not something we can really afford at the moment, but I'm really struggling with the tractor and topper in certain areas, and mum and dad are basically busting a gut with a strimmer. I think we need to invest in it to give mum and dad a bit of a break, and also it will give us a chance to get really close up to the edge of the vines as well. Undervine has always been an issue. How do we deal with it? Because I don't really want to use glyphosate, Roundup. I don't really want to go in there and till it all over all the time. I don't want to disturb the soil, so I don't really know what to do. So a ride-on mower wouldn't get rid of 100% of the weeds, but it'd get rid of about 90% of it, and that might just do. Anyway, I'm going to make the most of this sunshine and do a bit of work. Well, I haven't quite finished, but I'm almost there. Just the 5 shortest rows to go, so maybe another hour, 2 hours. That's probably a job for tomorrow morning. But generally speaking, it's looking quite neat and tidy. We can get the tractor up and down there now without trashing things. Expensive afternoon, went into Tavistock, and we did put a deposit on a ride-on mower, so not necessarily a commercial one, but the biggest and beefiest residential one that we can get. That'll be here next week, but yeah, hopefully we can get things tidy then. Also, hopefully mum and dad can drive it as well, so they can stop killing themselves using the lawnmower and strimmer. Should be a bit more relaxing for them. Anyway, I think I'm going to go home now, go and see the monster and the wife, and back down tomorrow morning. So great start today. I've got down to the vineyard, left my keys at home. Time to turn around. So just trying to work out what to do this morning. I'd need to spray. You know, weather's going to get really, really humid over the next few days, and the vines need some protection. I'm not going to be here for most of Friday and the weekend, so at the moment it's spitting rain, but hopefully that'll go soon. And then the rest of today it's not ideal conditions for spraying because it's a bit windy, but if I need to, I need to. Tomorrow's looking blare. Friday is looking better, but like I said, I'm not really going to be here Friday, so yeah, I think I might go in and just start off by finishing off the tucking in. I've got 5 more rows to do, the shortest rows, because if I get them done, then at least when I'm spraying, I'm not going to be breaking any canes by hitting them. And then hope that by the time I finish that, it stops spitting, and we just crack on, we do a spray. Those are some big nasty clouds over there, but I think they're just going to skirt around us. So the weather's taken a turn for the worse. You can probably hear the rain on the roof. The wind's picked up. This is not ideal spraying conditions. Basically, I've got until Friday lunchtime to get this spray done. And the best bit of weather looks like it's going to be about 9 o'clock tonight. So it might have to be a nighttime spray. Looks like it's going to be dry. Looks like the wind's going to drop. Not really what I want to do, but yeah. So, plot 3 is in desperate need of a haircut. So I think put the topper on, I'll go and do that. Just had another look at the weather forecast. It's got a little bit better for this afternoon. And then it's got some rain coming in the early hours of the morning. So if I do spray tonight, there's a chance that the products get washed off, because what it is, you need like usually about 6 hours-ish, depending on the product, for it to become rain fast. So I could be wasting my time if I spray tonight. So it looks like better options to spray now. Anyway, finished plot 3, kind of. Squashed one vine, broken anchor wire. This is why we need a ride-on mower, because I can't get in with the tractor. Well, today has not worked out as planned. Heather and I went down to the vineyard this morning with the idea of cracking on and getting these trellis posts in, especially with the rondo, which are grown very, very scraggly and all over the place at the moment because they don't have the support. But it just rained and rained and rained, and I can't do it in the rain. It's a bit too dangerous. The slopes are pretty steep, and yeah, we're going to be up quite high on the back of the trailer. So came home for a bit, and the weather's improved a little bit, but not much. So I've given Heather the afternoon off, and I'm going to head down in now and put the tractor away, tidy up, and do a bit of a few little jobs. Trying to keep myself busy this afternoon. So whilst I was topping yesterday, I noticed that the rondo in certain parts are getting very, very long and floppy. So in general, they're quite sedate and not looking too bad. But over on the far side here, they are looking very, very scraggly. And there's a lot of growth there. And yeah, really predominantly what we need is we need the trellis posts in, and then we need the foliage wires going across the top, and they're the wires that we tuck the growth in. So for example, most of this should be tucked in upright, but yeah, I haven't done it yet. So I'm just going to have a quick look in this little corner here where we've got the prominent growth. Yeah, I'm just going to give a little bit of a tidy up, try and protect them for the next week or so until we actually can get in and put the posts in. One thing to notice is the rondo have not only been in flower, but they've gone to fruit set as well. We could leave them on there, but in theory you should take them off the first few years so that all the energy goes into the roots. But a lot of these are like weeds at the moment, they're really vigorous, so I won't touch them just yet. Might leave them for a week or two, and then maybe we'll leave a few bunches on and have a little bit of a play. Maybe we'll take them all off, not sure. Have a word with Mum, see what she thinks. So these vines are all in different stages, and some of them have got the spurs there, where we've got the already, so they've got the growth come off the spurs, so that's technically what needs to be tucked in. And some of them are only just getting their first shoots coming out the trunk, and those are the ones which we tie down. Now this is an example of where this vine here has got one spur, so this side needs to be tucked in, and on this side it's just it's what will become the spur. So that needs to be tied down. So we've got a bit of a mishmash here, so I'm just going to tidy up a bit. I think I can take one of these out. When we tie them down as well, we want to cut them to length. So that'll stop it growing that way, and now it'll just shoot up. And what I'm going to do with these guys, because they should be tucked in, I'm just going to kind of tie them off against the fruiting wire here, just to give it a bit of stability. It's bloody steep in this vineyard. Thanks for keeping me company this week. Next week we focus on a long overdue trellis installation, a potentially risky job that can't be rushed. We also keep a close eye on the weather as we enter the most critical part of the vineyard year, flowering. As always, if you'd like to find out more about Tamar Valley Vineyard, please follow the links in the description. Take care, see you soon.